Well, one of the criticisms that John Snyder has made, and of course John, long-term former councilman running in the 3rd Ward again, is that North Canton needs a professional planner. Do you agree or disagree with that?
They had people over the years, they had many meetings and they have a master plan that they put together years ago. So they already went down that path. The thing is that we don't want to do anything that would be detrimental to the city or the citizens. And so I heard Faircrest, or where the 50 acres are.
Right. I mean, that's where he says that North Canton needs a planner.
Well, here's what happened. She's been doing this for 13 years.
Keesling?
No, the owner. I don't remember her name, but she's a very nice lady.
I think it's Miss Dale.
Yeah, well, whatever. But here's the point, what I'm saying. It's zoned R70. Okay, so the people around it are always concerned. Well, guess what? It's been there for years. She's been doing the exact same thing for 13 years, but in limbo because it's R70, because it was the Hoover property way back when. So what happens is she wants to be legit. She comes to the city. What do I need to do? And so we need to get her straight answers. The woman wants to make it legit. Let's work with her. I mean, let's face it. Have you ever been to the property?
No, I've never.
So you should check it out and see what it's all about.
Okay.
It's fantastic. It's rustic. It's beautiful. She wants to make it like a bed and breakfast. They have award-winning brunches there on Sunday. You take your wife there Sunday. And it's a wonderful amenity. She wants to be legit. Now, I know some of the neighbors are concerned. What if it gets sold? They're going to build a hotel. Well, we can put those stipulations in there. But it's 50 acres. And if a business would go in there, it's a 40-foot setback. She's willing to move it to 75 or maybe even 100 feet, put a little walking trail in and different things to make it more of a buffer, put in more pine trees. We need to work with her to come up with a solution so that she doesn't get frustrated, because she could just say, you know what, I'm out. I mean, she's passionate to do this because it sure isn't putting a lot of money in her pocket. She's a business lady. This is a passion she has. Now, as far as neighbors go, if someone says, you know what, it's R70, and she says, I'll just take the maximum amount of money, because when you always look at real estate, you say, what is the highest and best use of the real estate? I'm not saying for the city, I'm just saying as a developer or businessman, they'd say, turn it into allotment, make a bunch more, put another 200 houses in there. So now what happens is they're worried about traffic and concerts and this and that. If you put another 200 houses in there and you figure everybody has 2 cars in their household, you see you got a few extra cars in the traffic pattern.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is that we're limited on green space and amenities. We have it pretty much tailored the way it needs to be. We just have to figure out the setbacks to pacify the neighboring communities.
You want to maximize the green space?
Absolutely. And the thing is that she's proven for the last 13 years, if you go look at this place, it is meticulous. She wants to do this. She has a passion to do it. If not, I mean, I don't know. She's got to be pretty passionate to go through all this headaches of what she's trying to do.
But bottom line is, you think North Canton government is presently equipped to deal with her situation?
I do.
And be consistent with the North Canton master plan for zoning.
Right. Here's the thing. There's just no zoning. This is a new part of zoning, because we don't have exactly this type of amenity with the zoning. I think of it as like a little Gervasi, a smaller version of that. They have wedding parties there. They want to put some smaller cabins strewn it about so that if you have a wedding party, the family can stay on campus. And, so one of the complaints I heard was they had a concert, a fundraiser it was. I think it was the Beatles. And a lot of people enjoyed it, but some people didn't enjoy it. So we limit how many times they have concerts. You could have like 2 or 3 people playing like they do in little cafes. But if you have a full-out concert, then it's going to be loud. So maybe you limit that to maybe once a quarter at the most. And keep in mind, you can't disturb the neighbors. By 11 o'clock, it's got to be quiet.
Unlimited, what, through conditional zoning?
Right. We can create the laws however we want. But I'm just saying is the thing that I probably would worry about if it were me was concerts all the time. So you limit that. And if she ever sells it down the road, do we want a big hotel going in there? Probably not. So we would just limit to maybe 50 beds so that they could have bed and breakfast and little, it's 50 acres.
Okay.
You don't find many 50-acre parcels in North Canton.
Okay.